All right, welcome to the Rob Kelly Radio Show. Board hopping here on the radio, Inside Radio.
And Dan Schulman referencing some of the talk that the baseballs don't have the same juice they had during the regular season, but Torres with his second home run of this postseason, a 2-0 lead, 1 out later, Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton waiting. And the 3-2 from Greinke, swung on and hit to right center field and deep. Springer's going to look, and this one is going to go. It'll wind up in the Astros bullpen in right center field. Giancarlo Stanton with a home run. Second homer this inning for the Yankees, and it's now 3-0. Greinke now allowing 5 home runs in this postseason. Remember, he gave up 3 to Tampa Bay in his other start in the division series, and if you go back to his last postseason, he's now given up multiple homers in 3 straight postseasons.
He's on the air here.
Yankees a 3-0 lead into the 7th. Greinke lifted, Ryan Presley in, got the first 2 outs, gave up 3 consecutive hits.
Board hopping.
The third one was a single so hard to right that Didi Gregorius rounding third had to be held up, so the bases were loaded for Gleyber Torres. Presley has his sign. 3-2 on the way, and a swing and a fly ball off the end of the bat. Shallow right center field and dropping for a base hit. 2 runs will score on the play.
All right. Welcome to the studios today. Board hopping on the air.
Torres accelerates into second. He's driven in 4 runs tonight, and the Yankees lead 5-0. It would end up Gleyber Torres driving in 5 runs, an RBI ground out in the 9th inning. Yankees win it 7-0. Masahiro Tanaka 6 scoreless innings, lowering his postseason ERA in his career to 1.32, and that's now 3rd all-time for pitchers who've thrown at least 40 postseason innings. And the first 2 guys, Mariano Rivera, number 1, 0.70. Sandy Koufax, number 2, at 0.95 ERA. So the Yankees get the jump on the Astros with the 7-0 win. Houston held to just 3 hits. And in the media room, let's head back to Houston, the manager of the Astros, A.J. Hinch.
AJ, what was Tanaka doing so well to keep you guys off balance? Looked like his slider was especially good tonight.
Yeah, I think everything's pretty good tonight. You know, that's probably the best that we've seen him in a small sample to execute his game plan, his pitches, his tempo. Just about everything was working for him. We couldn't create a ton of traffic for him. When he did, he got some double plays. He was just really, really good tonight.
What made Torres such a tough out tonight?
You know, he didn't miss any pitches. You know, it just looked like he was locked in on pitches, whether he, sort of looked at the right location, right spot. He did get the bloop single at the end. So it was kind of well placed. But the home run, the double was key. You know, that was a leak fastball that it wasn't supposed to be where it ended up, and he didn't miss it, which is, that's why he's one of the better hitters.
AJ, your team is so good here in this ballpark. Do you think an opponent has to do what they kind of did today, like very aggressive first pitch strike throwing and very aggressive early in the count against a guy who's not going to walk him like Greinke?
Well, I think the general answer is, you have your approach against the pitcher that you're facing on both, or you have your approach against the lineup. The Yankees, they can come at you in a lot of different ways, and so I don't really care what venue you're at. They have their approach, and they did a few things today that they don't normally do. You have some Judge went up there.
All right, board hopping tonight on the air. Welcome to the studios.
They were
covering the sports ESPN.
Strike zone, and he did. Zach was really good. I think at the end he got a couple 2-strike and 2-out hitting. That's where the Yankees really kind of broke through, separated themselves a little bit, but. I don't really think the venue matters as much as the matchup of how they felt like they had to come in and, piece together some hits, and they did, and then they hit the ball at the ballpark. Stanton hit the ball up to right center. Torres hits the ball in the Crawford box. I mean, they continued coming at you, which is why they're good.
A.J. Hinch, the manager of the Astros, the relentless Yankees lineup, and Masahiro Tanaka and the relief corps pitching in on that 3-hitter. First Yankees win in Houston this season. They got swept at Minute Maid Park way back in early April, and of course lost all 4 times in the LCS in Houston, but they get the jump 7-0 in Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. Coming up on the Vivid Seats postgame show, what Masahiro Tanaka proved tonight. This is the American League Championship Series on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
All right, good morning on the morning show. Rob Kelly, WABC News, New York City Radio. on the YouTube. Thanks for checking us out. Morning show, WABC, good morning. We're live in the studios, YouTube Penthouse, radio show. We're uploading the video on WABC. We have a video loaded and watching the computer on WABC Studios.
Now it's your turn to go further with Goodyear. Discover tires made to rise above the rest. Learn more at Goodyear.com. Goodyear, more driven.
I love the feeling of starting our workday, don't you? It's like getting ready for the big game.
Wow, you're pretty confident. How do you know you're ready?
We use Cintas. They take care of everything. They check our fire extinguishers, stock our first aid cabinets. They handle our floor mats and restroom supplies.
All right, welcome to Jingle Ball 2019 videos on YouTube Studios.
Walk-up music.
iHeartRadio Jingle Ball.
Get Cintas and get ready for the workday.
Right now, at the Home Depot, you can save up to 35% on appliance special buys, like a Frigidaire refrigerator for just $648, regularly $899. It has humidity-controlled drawers to keep your food fresher, and flexible storage options to keep your options open, even when the doors aren't. Today's the day for doing and saving on appliances. Now at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. U.S. only while supplies last. See store for details. Valid through October 16th.
It's iPhone season at Sprint, Polly.
Wow, that's exciting. Switch to Sprint and get
the new iPhone 11 or iPhone 11 Pro with amazing all-new camera systems. And now you can get iPhone 11
for $0 per month when you trade in your iPhone 7 or newer in any condition.
Seriously, any condition.
And with Sprint's 100% total satisfaction guarantee, you can try out the network and see the savings for yourself.
Happy iPhone season! Don't you just love that?
What's not to love?
I just love it!
Celebrate iPhone season at Sprint. Switch to Sprint and get the new iPhone 11 for $0 per month when you trade in your iPhone 7 or newer in any condition. Get yours right now at your local Sprint store, sprint.com, or call 800-SPRINT-1. iPhone 11 64GB $0 a month and iPhone 11 Pro 64GB $12.50 a month, both after $29.17 a month credit for 18 months with Sprint Flex lease applied within 2 bills. Requires new line of service. Cancel early. Remaining amounts due. Coverage and offer not available everywhere. 30-day guarantee. Select exclusions apply. 30 activation fee, taxes and restrictions apply.
All right, Rob Kelly, Inside Radio, YouTube Studios tonight, WABC Radio, New York City.
Now imagine an addition on that addition. That's the feeling with Capital One.
Covering our show in New York City on WABC Radio.
That's right, 5 times.
Video air checks tonight. We're live in the studio computer.
This is banking reimagined. Capital One.
Board open.
In your wallet. Terms apply. Rate comparison based on FDIC national rate. Capital One NA member FDIC.
You're in charge of hiring, and Indeed has solutions, like online skills tests, which let a candidate show that they're the right hire. And we give you this toy monkey, which will bang its cymbals when the right resume appears. Okay, there is no monkey.
I said there is no monkey!
But skills tests, that's a for sure. See why independent research by Silk Road shows Indeed delivers 3 times more hires than any other job site. Visit Indeed.com/promo today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
They say baseball isn't...
Tonight we're at WABC Studios, board open inside the studios. See when he goes, Demons came in studios. Watch the computer screen.
The kids are here.
Board open tonight, coming through our studios, WABC, ESPN. Good morning, WABC, ESPN News Time, board open in WABC.
The American League Championship Series.
All right, checking in with sports. Live in the YouTube studios, Rob Kelly, WABC, good morning.
After the Yankees' 7-0 Game 1 ALCS win over Houston, the 3rd largest road shutout in an ALCS game. Yankees were on the wrong end of the biggest when the Rangers beat New York 14-0 back in 2010. The Orioles beat the Angels 8-0, Game 4 of the ALCS back in 1979. But the Yankees get Game 1 on the road as we head back to Houston. Game's over, but there's still time.
Good morning, WABC, New York City. You're listening to Tune In.
Chris Singleton here at
YouTube Studios.
The aftermath of a Yankees 7-0 win over the Astros. And where do you start, Singing? Do you start with Tanaka? Do you start with Gleyber Torres? Do you start with the defense? The Yankees did everything well.
Yeah, and Tanaka just continues to be